Yes, guys, welcome to the next lesson. So moving on from what we've just covered right now, we're going to be getting into the liquidity. And this is one of the most important lessons, or one of the most important core lessons that you're going to learn, especially when it comes to technical work. So there's three main types of liquidities that I look at. So the first type is equal highs and equal lows. So whenever you get into a chart, the main thing that you're going to be aiming to look for is this type of setup. So when you're in a downtrend, of course, you're going to be looking for sales, right? And where you're looking to take profits, you're going to be looking to take profits and targeting areas of equal lows and equal highs. That's if you're in a bullish structure. Now, the second type is trendline liquidity. So as you can tell already, we're using the retail side of trading to actually aim for our target points, because what a lot of retail traders will do is actually trade this. So they would actually get there, and then of course they trade that support line, then they trade this resistance line. When it comes to trendline liquidity, once you see clean order flow, which is essentially, price in a bullish momentum, and then it keeps coming back down to mitigate, and eventually forms this kind of trend line. Once you get to a higher time frame point of interest, that's when you can recognize, okay, we're going to get to there, see the reaction. If we see a break of structure down on the lower time frame, so that could be, this may be a 4-hour chart, for example, and we get to a daily order block. When we get there, we see that break of structure down, wait for retracement, and then you're aiming for not only equal lows that you're probably going to see on maybe a 1-hour chart or a 15-minute chart, but you're also going to be aiming for this trendline liquidity. Now, choosing that can be up to you. If it's fundamentally backed for sales, you know that you can aim for much longer, but the bottom of the trend line is usually where you would take your take profits for this. Now, the third type is quite simple to understand. Uh, when you're moving in a market and you're creating highs and lows, them highs and lows create buy side and sell side liquidity. So the reason, so that is pretty much, if you're in a range, for example, it's the very uh, tops and the bottoms of that range right there, where all that liquidity is being built up. The reason for that is because for price to have moved up there and then back down, of course, that's a sell order, right? And where are the stop losses? The stop losses would be just at the top right here. So that's what we call buy side and sell side liquidity. So whenever you get onto the charts, always look for these three types of liquidity points. This is always what you're going to be aiming for. So until now, obviously, you've learned points of interest and everything like that. So now it's just combining everything. Anyways, guys, take care and I'll see you in the next video.